what I recommend people do is, look at the information. If you're not prone to worrying about your health and anxiety and those sorts of things, look up the information, get some good information, but take that information to your healthcare provider and talk about it with him or her. Those people, however, that are prone to hypochondriac kinds of tendencies or who really worry about their health, actually the recommendation is to not browse the internet for information, but instead to actually go and just talk directly with the provider.
What's your take on Obamacare, pro or con?
Well, it's interesting, and I wish I had just a simple answer for you. It's quite an issue down here, in the U.S. I have to say on the front end that there's no reason in the United States of America that every person shouldn't have some kind of coverage. It just doesn't even make any sense to me that we don't have some sort of something, to cover people who really can't afford it. Now, how to accomplish that is a different story. And, I'm not an expert on Obamacare. There's a lot of concerns in the medical community of inefficiency and things like that. But I do believe that, we as a modern society, we need to find some ways to tweak things or fix things or start over, whatever, so that we really can provide, good care for everyone who needs it.
See, what I can't understand is up here in Canada, in Ontario, where I live, and where I lived in Quebec before, we had provincial Medicare, where it's part of the taxes that you pay. If you go to see a doctor, you don't pay. If you need hospitalization, it's covered. You pay for your prescriptions if you need them. But so when I was listening to all the different talk about Obamacare, to me it seemed like a very simple solution.
Yes, and I think the issue becomes, the goal and then how to get there. Those are the problems. So I'm not. There's concerns in the medical community about the current situation being able to get it to the goal that we like, and then you've got down here, you've got all the intervening insurance companies and all the third-party everythings that all have a vested interest, in maintaining their financial situations. But it should be a simple situation. It shouldn't be that outrageous, and there's a variety of models that have been proposed that would help facilitate getting everybody, some kind of coverage. But it gets complicated down here because of all the lobbying and the Washington politics. And
hey, Dr. Z, we're going to have you back on so we can finish this conversation and talk more about your great approach to medicine. And listen, I want to thank you so much for joining us. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to the next time you join us back here in the X Zone, sir.
Rob, thank you so much for having me on the show. I look forward to the next time. Take care of yourself, my friend.
You too, Doc. Dr. Z has been my guest this hour, Dr. George Zgourides. His website, where you can find out all about the good doctor, and his books, www.livingwhole.livingwell.com.